Hi, I'm Elsa Backstrom, the owner and founder of Lani Solutions, and I'm here to talk about the Gottman's 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So the Gottmans have nicknamed these the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse because they're the greatest predictors for relational discord or divorce. So we want to look at these patterns and look at what we can do alternatively. So I've highlighted the patterns and then I've highlighted what they talk about as the antidotes, so basically the fix-its to these patterns. So the first one is criticism. And so criticism is understood as any time that you're voicing a complaint but you're making it about the person as opposed to either the behaviors or the circumstances. Anytime you start a statement with, you did this, you always do that, your partner is more likely to feel criticized and attacked. So criticism is the behavior we want to avoid. The antidote is soften startup. And so what we mean by soften startup is starting a sentence with, I feel, I felt, I would like, when this happened. And so it means that it's less of an attack and it's a softer approach. And in order to get this softer approach, you have to be willing to express a little vulnerability to your partner. But this means that you're more likely to get what you need than if you use the critical approach. So the next one is contempt. And so contempt is understood as any time that you put yourself in a position of moral superiority over your partner, then you're acting out of a space of contempt. And contempt can be as subtle as an eye roll or, God, you always. There's kind of statements of judgment. Anytime that you find that you're in a space of judgment towards your partner, you're acting with contempt. And contempt is really the biggest predictor of relational discord. So it's considered the sulfuric acid in a relationship. So it's really something we want to be very careful with and try to avoid. So the antidote to contempt is ownership language. It's sticking with your own experience. So instead of saying, oh God, I can't believe that you did that again. You're always so disorganized. You would say, it startles me that this is happening again. And I feel such and such about it, and I'm experiencing this as kind of upsetting. So you're sticking with your own experience as opposed to acting contemptuously towards your partner. The next one is defensiveness. So defensiveness is a natural response. It happens when we feel attacked. I know I've felt defensive at times. We probably all felt defensive at times. But in general, when we're feeling attacked, when we're acting defensively, we're out of connection. We're no longer able to engage with our partner and hear what they're saying. So the antidote to defensiveness is accepting responsibility. Even if it's a little bit of responsibility, it's just accepting enough responsibility that you can keep the conversation going and stay engaged and stay listening to your partner. The next one is stonewalling. And so stonewalling is understood as any time that you disengage from a conflict. So this is different than taking a break. When you take a break, there's a communication around it. There's, I need space, I'm overwhelmed, let's come back to this. Stonewalling doesn't have any of those communication skills. Stonewalling just happens when you either leave the scene or you just stop interacting with your partner, you stop engaging. The problem is that your partner feels very hungry for your engagement and very uncared for. So the antidote to stonewalling is self-soothing. And the reason that this is the antidote is because most of us stonewall when we feel overwhelmed, when we feel dysregulated, when we feel either under attack or we just feel hopeless around the situation. And so self-soothing allows us to calm down our physiology, to de-escalate our own responses to the pattern so that we can stay in engagement with our partner. I hope you found this information helpful. I find it really helpful in couples counseling to help us navigate into different territory in the pattern. So please feel free to contact me if you have any questions or if you'd like to set up an initial intake. Thank you so much and have a great day.